okay? So what you've got to do is show people and put it into perspective over time. If they make the choice for health, then these are the things that can help them do it. Okay, next slide. Okay, start where you are. You need to know where you are. In fact, what Lori was saying earlier, how many people in here have done the health assessment in chapter 5? Okay, did it help you? I mean, I can't tell you how many people come and said, wow, I've lost weight and I'm better, but I didn't realize that I was still really not, I was in the non-sick category. I really wasn't healthy yet. So being aware, and you as a coach, see, I'm the bad guy. The assessment that you do, you have them do the assessment in the book, and I let them know that they're not healthy. You don't have to do that, right? So it takes the pressure off you, and you say, ooh, boy, Dr. Andersen says you're not healthy. Yeah? And then you can say, but I can help you. Okay? So that's a good thing. But you got to know where you're, you know, when you take a journey, you got to know where you're starting from to know where you want to go, right? Okay, lesson 5. All right. In this, it's deciding what you want. See, people go, like I've had people, and this applies to not just your health. How many people in here right now can visualize what optimal health looks like for you? Raise your hand. Okay, good. Well, that's great. Well, you guys are doing a great job. But I can tell you, when you ask your client, what does optimal health look like, they have no idea. So how are you going to reach optimal health if you don't know what it's like? And as Brian was saying yesterday, and what we say all the time, is the vision of what you want, when you hold it there and you know where you are, that creates cognitive dissonance or a dysfunction in your brain, a discrepancy between what you want and where you are, and it lets you move forward. So, and it also motivates you properly. See, in this world, why diets don't work is because people are motivated by the wrong things. They go to see their doctor, and their doctor says, "Ooh, you're getting diabetes. We have to put you on a medicine if you don't get healthier." Or they go out with a friend and they feel bad and they almost pass out. "Ooh, I got to get healthier." Or they try to work with their grandkids and oof, they can't do it. So they say, "Well, I got to lose a little weight." So what they do is they put pressure on themselves. They lose a little weight, and then what happens? They feel better about themselves, right? So then they stop doing what they're doing and they gain the weight back. But if you organize around what matters to you, and vibrant health is what matters. And so I always ask people this question. It's the first question I ask a client when they start. If you had the choice to have optimal health in your life, would you make that choice? Yes. All of us should say yes, because other than freedom, and actually the same as freedom, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And we just lost, the tragedy is, we just lost a great musical talent, didn't we? But he didn't have a balanced life as a trilliologist, did he? No, he had one aspect. He was creative, and he had all the money in the world, and he used money to try to make him feel better, and it didn't work. And he didn't sleep for like 15, 20 years. And the reason why is he didn't have balance in his life, and he wasn't organizing his life around what matters most. So it's important to see that vision of what you really want and then hold it dear for your clients. Okay, next slide. So basically, I just want to show you, I want to do one thing. So for you that have, just hold on for a minute. For you that have not yet seen, when we talk about structural tension, this is the work of a dear friend of mine and one of my mentors, Robert Fritz, who developed a way to actually kind of do what Brian talked about yesterday, but you want to make sure you know where your current reality is for yourself and your clients. And then you want to hold up this vision for what optimal health looks like. Now, the key to that is helping them know where they are. Most people don't know where they are. They go, well, yeah, I'm 30 pounds. Do people go to you, I need to lose 30 pounds? And you're going, yeah, in your left leg. You know? I mean, people are in denial, and I'm not talking about a river in Egypt. So, when you hold up current reality and you know where you are, it creates tension. It's kind of like pulling back a bow. Here's where you want, you pull it back, and then you move forward. Okay? So, what we want to do and what we teach in every one of the lessons is to teach our clients, and ourselves, by the way. It's a very powerful, I can tell you that many of our globals and presidentials use structural tension, which is what this is called, to help them move their business forward. And it's, once you get it, and your business coach, your business leader will help you with it, and we're going to have sessions in the workshops over the weekend on it. And by the way, you want to be in Sundance in the fall because Robert Fritz is going to be there teaching this, okay? So you definitely want to be there. Basically is moving people towards what they want, okay? So what we've done is we set up in every chapter on the left side the secondary choices that support it. So let me give you an example of that. If you want to become a world-class pianist, what would you do every day? every day. Even if you were tired at the end of the day, you would go practice when you got home because it supported what you really wanted, right? Well, if optimal health is what you want, there's some secondary choices that you're going to have to do that support that, right? I got to tell you that, yes, Lori and I, we did start working out 2 years ago. I have never worked out, gone to a gym in my life. You know why? I can't stand to exercise. I'll stay up here all day, I'll go sailing, I'll hike up a mountain, I'll do whatever it takes, but I can't stand to exercise. But, you know, I also love to snow ski. And I have my 2 lovely daughters that are getting pretty darn good. And you know what? I want to be able to ski with them for the next 20 years. And I can tell you that as you get older, you do get some sarcopenia. You start losing some muscle. So I actively made the secondary choice to go work out because it supports what I really want, which is to be active. And we got a lot of work to do, don't we? And so I can't afford to get weak right now. I'm never going to get weak. And basically, what I'm saying is that when I get in the car in the morning and I turn on the car, I'm hoping it doesn't start. I go out of the garage, I'm hoping the garage door doesn't open. I get on the road and I'm hoping maybe it breaks down on the way. I get in front of the place and I look and see if the lights are off. I don't want to go. See, people have this misconception that, ooh, that person loves to exercise. Less than 5% of the population loves to exercise. The other people that do it because it's a secondary choice that supports making them feel better, look better, be more vibrant in their work and play. And that's what you need to do, because see, we're all kind of wired the same way at different elements of that. And so we have to get people that are now making their choices around what matters most to them. Does that make sense? Okay, so at the end of each chapter, and Lori's going to go through the chapters on getting to a healthy weight. Basically, in this, we're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to have them sit down and have your clients choose which secondary choices they're going to use for whatever their vision is. And then we separate each habit into, for instance, Lori's going to talk about reaching a healthy weight versus knowing where you are now. And also over here, putting the time. Because until you set a date and look at time, the date sets it, takes it from an idea to reality. It's going to happen by now, and people talk about that all the time. It's so important. And the second piece is having sub-dates underneath it so you can look and see, listen, if you want to be presidential and you set that out and you leave conference and 3 months from now you've got signed up 1 client, right? You're not going to make it. So you don't want to wait till the day before conference last year to check your back office to see if you're presidential, because you're not going to be presidential. Same thing with everything that you do. It's a matter of incremental improvement and then feedback. So now with the structural tension in the companion guide, you could take each client, teach them in either support meetings. Lori's going to talk about that in her clinic today. In support meetings or over the phone or in group sessions or in doctor's offices or wherever how it's going to be done. Now you can go through the lessons and you can show your clients how to fill out their own charts, and then they take action for it. And it's not just something they're reading the book, it's about them. And that's what the companion guide is about. Okay. All right. Now, keep going. We don't need to do that. Okay, we don't need to do that either. Okay, so basically what I'm in essence saying is you got to find out where people are, you got to find out what they want, and then you got to show them how to do that. And we have a system now, a health system called the Take Shape for Life system, with the core component of moving them using our portion control meal replacements, our B-Slim lifestyle, and the habits of health to move them forward. So is that cool? Yeah. Okay, Lori, why don't you talk about a little bit about weight loss? You want me to hold you?
Okay.
I'll do the clicker for you?
Yeah, and take your book.